Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. So, a little bit of a pop-up stream this week instead of a fun Friday. That is because we won't be having Fun Friday this week unless the boss man jumps in, but I don't know about that. So, if you guys really want it, make sure you comment a bunch and let us know, and maybe he'll do it, but don't hold your breath. He's a busy guy. Let's turn you guys around. Hello, Shob. So if you guys want to see anything special today, let me know. Changing it up on a Wednesday here today. So if you guys want to go see something in the field or maybe the greenhouse, I would like to take you to the breeding areas, but unfortunately the service is terrible, and anytime I ever try, we just lose service. So we'll skip the breeding area. Thank you, Cotton. I appreciate it. Definitely want to get my time in with you guys though and show you guys some love before I get out of here. Rogelio, how's it going? Stefan, how's it going? Brian, Charlotte, hey, everybody's coming in on a Wednesday, so good to see all you guys. If you missed it, we won't be having a Fun Friday, as far as I know, unless the big man himself steps in. So if you guys want to see anything special today, maybe a different area, let me know in the next couple minutes and we can go do that. Here we're looking at the Calachromis melanostigma. You want to see some emeralds and some yellow rainbows, we can do that, Virgilio. So let's go see that. If you guys want to leave this warehouse, let me know. Actually, I got something fun for you guys we're going to look at today. We just had a major project, a major part of a major project just finished. So you guys, I'm gonna do you guys a solid, and we're gonna go look at something in a minute. So we're looking for yellow rainbows. Here's some small ones here, not too much yellow in them yet. It looks like some of the males are washed out currently, but they were just picked, guys. So it's a Wednesday, so keep that in mind. Wednesday after a sale, we're really busy, so we picked a lot of fish today. So colors of the fish are probably going to be a little bit colored down just due to us being in the tanks, catching them, picking them, packing them. Here are some of the Wanamensis, or the emerald rainbows. And as far as rainbows go, I think these guys are one of the most underrated, just due to, I mean, they just don't show a ton of color. Let me see if I can get them in focus. The real nice thing about these is give them some time to settle in and get some males, get some females, and watch them flirt with each other. The males have really nice fins. As they get bigger, their fins just get longer, and their colors, they can change in just like a second. They'll go from greens to reds to emeralds, sometimes a little bit of bluish yellow in there. Really cool fish. So I'm not gonna wait, I'm gonna go show you guys what I was talking about. And then if you guys want to see anything else, we'll go look at that. As you guys see here, we got some people working hard on packing all your orders. If you guys have any orders in, but a lot of orders here today. Just catching up from our 4th of July sale. And thank you to anybody who participated in that once again. So we're just walking out of their way, guys. Orlando, we can go look at some Dovi if we make it down to the other side of the farm. We did just seine some in. We didn't get anything of size. We got... This guy's been in here for a while now. He was a breeder. He still is. We used him to get our photo for the website. We got the Malawi trout here. And what an awesome fish this guy has been. He's a little shy, especially camera. Water's a little low, so it's kind of blocking the view, but our office is right across. So my desk is right there, and if I look, almost all day this guy, see, I backed off, he came right out. All day this guy just kind of sits up front, flares up to himself, probably in his reflection. He just begs for food. Really cool fish. But guys, it's been long awaited for us here. Does anyone want to guess what we're about to show outside? Pretty excited about it. I actually didn't even realize how fast this would be done. I think it took the people about a week and a half. But if you guys have any guesses, oh, right away, yeah, you guys knew. Yeah, the new building is, the shell of the building is finished. So if you step out of our main warehouse, now there are some people working, so I'm just gonna poke in there. We are getting this is the building. It's half the size of our warehouse, so our half of that. And this is primarily going to be a building used for breeding. There is a nice area back here where it's covered. It's going to be open in the back here. Not do internet. Yeah, unfortunately we probably won't have good, we probably will still have a bad internet connection here. Fish tanks and water, you can see here. So we're gonna leave the guys alone to work in here, but right now it's cut out for 9 racks. We're gonna use it for breeding. We're gonna use one of those rows for water storage. So there's gonna be 8 racks of new fish tanks for breeders. We're still, well, let's go to the front before we come back into the warehouse, guys. So guys, it's a nice day out today. So we're gonna use this room solely for breeding, and it's looking like, if you guys have never been here, you really should take the time to come here. It's really, really nice. So here's the original warehouse. This is the front of it. And then here's the new warehouse right next to it. So we are probably gonna run a connection from here to here. We're gonna use part of this building for box storage. So the garage door back there, we're gonna put a garage door in here and connect it. But right now we're just working on electric. We're gonna get it insulated, and then we're gonna take our time, build it right the first time. So we don't want to rush anything too much with tanks and tank sizes. Being that it is breeding, we're gonna have some fish that we normally don't breed inside in here, which is pretty exciting. We're gonna dedicate most likely a large portion to breeding rainbow fish. We're probably gonna bring some of our African cichlids inside as well, so we can show what our breeders look like and you guys can get a good look, and also we can get a good look, because sometimes it is hard for us to see what's going on in the vats. Yeah, since we're out here by a pond, if you guys have any questions or anything, let's see what's in this pond. I did see some movement up top. It looks like something big. I see some swirls in the water. So we're gonna go look at the pond placard and see. Thank you, Cotton. We really appreciate it. And also, we couldn't do this if we didn't have the support from you guys. So the pond we weren't looking at has turkis, but that's, let's see here. pond over here. I just see a lot of little movement. Can't tell what the fish are though. Oh, we will probably never see them, but they're up at the top popping. These are the Geophagus sphenai, one of our most popular fish. But I'm not, you can see them all over there at the top, but the second we go to look at them, they're gonna all dive down to the bottom. Thank you, Cotton, I appreciate it. So if you guys don't know, this is approximately 20 acres. We have around 140 ponds. And that, yeah, Miguel, and it just keeps getting better. The farm just keeps growing, and the owners, Mike and Holly, and Mike's mom, they just keep putting back into it and just keep growing and keep trying to make this business bigger and bigger, and but also still keep that small, like, family-owned business kind of mindset, and keep it to where we can provide good service but also continue to grow and feel like kind of more personalized rather than just I actually did just see a couple sphenai, guys. But of course they all went diving down. That's one, ponds are great, but one thing that kind of is tough about ponds is sometimes it's really hard to see fish. Usually the only time of day we'll normally see fish is when you feed them. They'll all come up, but when you're not feeding, it's hard to kind of gauge what's going on. I can see the fish. I don't know if you guys can. They're all at the top, probably grabbing bugs and stuff off the surface. But the second I get close, they all go back down towards the bottom. Now they're all over there. Cotton, most of the ponds are anywhere from 6 feet deep to, I think the deepest one's probably around 10 to 12 feet. They were all dug as the farm grew, so none of them, no two ponds are the same. Most of them are fairly similar though. I want to say most of them are around 30 to 40 feet wide, and most of them are probably, I don't know, 75 feet, maybe 50 feet, nah, 75 to 50 feet long. But you can see that pond versus this pond over here. This one's a little bit longer, about the same width. But it's a rough estimate, but all the ponds are around 20 to 30,000 gallons. So, let me see, guys. I did see a couple requests about Chevy. How often do we find gators in the pond? Pretty often, but nothing of size. Usually small little gators find their way. We are backed up to a, I guess you'd call it like a preserve. It's not a nature preserve, but people go there to fish. So sometimes there are some bigger gators, but usually we don't get anything too big. It's usually just small ones trying to find their new home. So let's go look. I did see a request to see some electric blue acara. We'll walk over to one of the greenhouses where the dovi are and the electric blue acara right next door. Hopefully, I'm gonna disconnect from the Wi-Fi, so if you guys just give me a second. I don't want to lose, once I get too far away, I don't want to lose service, so just give me 1 second, we'll do that. So it might get kind of patchy here for a second, but we're just gonna be walking over there. So if it gets really bad, guys, just let me know. It shouldn't. I have usually have pretty good service in the greenhouses. Yeah, Holly, we do remove the gators because they can, only if they're like dangerous sizes. If the small ones are here, we don't mind, but the big ones, they do have to be removed. That's just because they become a danger for the people working in and around the ponds, and they're just kind of in the way. Drayden wants to see some wild type and any new cool imports, some wild type peacocks and imports. Well, we're on the other side of the farm for imports, but what we can do really quick is look at the requested dovi. So these were just seined in, guys, so I'm not going to net them up today, but you can see they're 1 to 2 inches. There are a few larger ones, but not many. They're around, the bigger ones are around 4 to 5. You can see some small ones here. One of our top selling fish. If you're interested in dovi, just make sure you have enough space to grow them out. They get huge. Drayden, we're going to lose service if I go into the old breeding room, but we can attempt. Before we do that, one more fish. We did have a request to see some electric blue acara. Miguel, everybody remembers her. So here you got the electric blue acara. These are in the vat. You can see we keep them covered. They are big time jumpers. So if you are keeping electric blue acara, make sure you have a nice tight lid on your aquarium. Let's see what we have in the other vat right next door. Yeah, they're looking good, and we have a good amount of them, so nice, beefy, and healthy. So guys, let's try, we always try. Let's see if we can poke in and look at a couple of the breeder tanks. If we can't, well, at least we can't say we didn't try. Also, there's another whole nother room we've never showed you guys too. It's where we're currently keeping all of our discus that are for sale. That room is like a dungeon, and it has zero service going into that room. So this is, as Drayden said, my old room where I used to work. This is the breeding room. On this side, we have our saltwater fish. So anything from like Lake Congo, or not Lake Congo, the Congo River and South America. And then over here on this side, we have our hard water fish, which are pretty much everything over here is from Lake Tanganyika. We have no Malawi types. This is all Tanganyikan. So the dovi are looking good, but they're small, so they don't have any color. They're like 1 to 2 inch. So let me know if I start to lose, guys. I'm gonna try to move slow. Here is one of my personal favorites that we breed here. These are the Negadagua tetra. You see the males are nicely colored up right now. The half black to their back half of the fish, and the white fins on the tip. The white tips on the fins, they're looking really good. And then also in this tank we have the honeycomb or the Wabbenmunster bushy nose breeders. which we have some, but nothing to sell yet. So if you're looking for those, stay tuned to that. Here we have these are the Ancistrus 519s. So very similar to the Lava Monster, but they are different. Drayden, this one is for you, buddy. These are an Episto. These are the Episto McMasteri, the gold form. These were all bred in this room. Above here we have some show-stopping discus, looking amazing. I really love these guys. These are the red turquoise. I'm gonna try to move farther back into the room, guys. I might start to lose you if I haven't already. I haven't seen any comments come in, so I'm not too sure. I'm gonna move farther back. I want to show some of the fish. Yeah, those Negadogwas are looking awesome, Drayden. Discus are beautiful. So let me know if I start to lose you. First fish I want to show is going to be the black Kelvis. Of course, they're darting away and hiding. And excuse the hard water stains. But this is a breeding area, so it's not as clean. The water quality is good, but the tanks might not be as clean. We have the Cyprichromis Leptosoma Katoomba. I'll try to get this male in focus. Animal instincts. Let me back out of here. I guess I'm starting to lose you guys. So hopefully, guys, I'm starting to get you to get service back. So yellow fire mouse, we haven't had those for a while. They weren't a really big seller for us, so we ended up selling off our breeders. I would imagine we'd get them in again, but I have no idea when. It could be next week or it could be next year. I have really no idea. The next closest fish we have to that is going to be like the Therichtes or Arius Blue, or just the regular fire mouse. But other than that, we don't have, as far as I know, there's no plans. So here we're in greenhouse 3. This is going to be our African cichlid room. We got 3 rows of vats in here. Some of these fish might be a little skittish when we walk up, but we'll try to get a top-down view of some of them. Here we're looking at the white top paras. These were just sorted yesterday, so they're kind of skittish. So these were raised up in the pond. We bred them inside, raised them up in the pond. These are the Eureka Reds. They're all kind of hiding. The always popular lemon jade. Always begging for food, OVLEs. Here we have the Dactari. They're all kind of darting around. Here's a breeding vat of Frontosa, the Baraki. So you got one big male right there, and he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 females. Here we got Malawi gar. Now, guys, I really like these fish, but they are a pain when it comes time to trying to easily sell them as sexed. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. I have a bad glare on my screen, but you see there's only like 2 or 3 colored up males in this vat. The rest of these were colored up at one point. So this is a fish that's not going to be always colored up like a peacock or a half. They take a little bit more. If they're not the dominant fish, they're not going to always hold that color. Here we have a large vat of yellow glazed icebergs. And this is all males, guys. They're looking really good. Here we have some Otopharynx walteri. These are small ones that were growing up for more breeders. I see a nice male way down there, but I know you guys can't see it, so we won't try to waste your time. There we got a vat full of white knights. Look how blue they look under the sun. Obi borlei males. Mandel, what are you asking to see? Here we have, there's a few white knights that snuck their way in here when they're sorting. But here we have the more Obi borlei. Mostly females, there are a few males in here. More small white taparas. Can't really see in that vat, so we're going to skip it. Here we go. The Swedish Hungai. These guys are all begging. These guys always come up and beg for food. We have a lot of Swedish Hungai. Even more white knights. This is a mixed vat. Nice mix of males and females in there. Let's see what else we got. Here we got some blue dragon blood. Let's see if I can get you guys a good view. There are some really nice blue dragon bloods in here, but it is tough with the fighting of glare. Let me grab a net, guys, and we're going to catch a couple of those. I'm going to grab a net. I'm going to show you guys a couple of those blue dragon bloods. There's some in there that are just really, really good looking. And then we'll come back and look at some of the dragon bloods. Here's what the bat looks right through a boat. Well, we'll look at the dragon blood first. This is right here. Get the net in here. You see what we can catch. Now this is an all-male vat, so some of them might be colored down. But even at this small size, some of these guys are looking really good. Well, this guy's really nice. He's small, and he's probably the most colorful fish in the vat. Of course, I fumbled and I dropped him, but here you guys go. Get another view. Guys, this is how most of these fish look before we ship them, just to let you guys know. So they do lose a lot of color in shipment. They do get stressed. Here's a female. You see the females have a lot of color too. Let's go look at the blue dragon blood. Because I saw some really cool ones in that vat too over there. Animal Instinct, a lot of those were around 3 to 4 inches. So The smallest one I held up that had like the most color, that one was probably 3 inches on the dot. Alright, let's see what I can catch out of the blue dragon blood bat here. You guys are testing me one-handed, holding the camera with one hand, catching fish with the other. There was a couple in here that really stood out. I don't know if I caught them. It doesn't look like I did, but... So here's what our blue dragon bloods are looking like right now. So there's one. Guys, this is the time to order your peacocks and haps. We're getting them in from the ponds. They grow really fast in this time of year, so we try to have it stocked for winter, but it's a little bit more difficult. The breeding slows down, the growth slows down. There's a couple nice male blue dragon bloods. And I'm sorry if there's a lot of guys on by the back of the greenhouse, so we have the fan going. Got some Zebra Slim OBs looking really good. Copanochromis azurius. The azurius, they just really glow in the sun in these vats. There's 2 vats of those. Here's a nice one, but not very popular for us. Let's see if I can trick a few into being caught, because these guys are a little faster, so just give me a second. All the nice males are the best at dodging the net. So I got the one I was after. Here's the Bucochromis nototania. There is one colored up male here, around 4 inches. And he is a feisty little guy, making it hard with one hand. I need this guy to calm down so I can show him to you. That's a small Bucochromis nototania. He's a 3.5 to 4 inches. We have some Rhodesii here. This is an all male bat. Here we have some Turkis. And we're gonna go down one more aisle in this room, potentially show a couple more fish before we head out of here. You got your iceberg fryer eye in this vat. Here's a cool one, guys. We're gonna net these guys up. Another one that's not super popular, but I actually really like. see these guys are jumpy, kind of big. They're 4 to 5 inches. So here's the tangerine tiger. These guys are looking nice. That's just the first male I grabbed out of the vat. A lot of good color on them. Get one more here. So I really like that kind of tiger pattern they have. The smaller ones really have it before they color up. Here's a female. But really like those guys. One of my favorites. Not super popular, but I personally really enjoy them. Here are our yellow blaze. We have a lot of these guys in right now. So those all came in from our breeding stock. Now, originally our original breeders from these yellow blaze came from Germany, from German lines. That's something we've been working with on these. Try to get a fish for you guys here with this net. There we go. So there's one of our yellow blaze, this German line. These are beautiful fish. But they do have some variation in them. Sometimes they'll get more of this, where it's kind of more white up top, and if you look at them from top down, it's actually kind of pinkish compared to the other ones. But we're breeding them to look more like your traditional yellow blaze, like this guy here. So guys, that's pretty much my time for today. Like I said, we're not going to have a fun Friday this week unless Mike, the big man, steps in. But I'll be out of town. So thank you guys for joining us today. Hopefully you saw some really cool fish. Thank you guys if you did participate in our 4th of July sale. Really appreciate it. That's just a look into what we have. Hopefully our inventory is being updated on the website.